Indiana Fever's head coach Christie Sides is turning heads about what she had to say about Kelsey Mitchell today after shoot-around. Her shocking revelation of her star shooting guard has the internet on fire, and you won't believe what she had to say. But before we get off into today's podcast, tell a friend to tell a friend. Well, the Indiana Fever are one of the hottest teams in the WNBA right now. They have won their last 7 out of 8 games coming out of the Olympic break, and they are totally on fire. And I think the Olympic break is something that the Indiana Fever needed to get their act together and to show the world what they're capable of doing. Now, in this run, Caitlin Clark has been spectacular. Kelsey Mitchell has been spectacular. Aaliyah Boston been holding it down on the inside. Alyssa Thomas has been holding it down on the inside. It's crazy that, Indiana has figured it out. And Christie Sides has been pushing all the right buttons, man. And Christie Sides has been doing a great job of keeping that team together. But today after shoot-around, Christie Sides says some interesting words about her star shooting guard, Kelsey Mitchell. Now, we all know that Kelsey Mitchell is a straight-out baller. She's in her contract year, looking for a new contract. She's a free agent. There was a previous show I did talking about it's a possibility that she could walk. She said some eye-raising, remarks about next year when it comes to the Indiana Fever. And we all know that the All-Star game for the WNBA will be in Indiana. And Kelsey Mitchell went on record to say it would be good for them. She's talking about she's been in Indiana her whole career, so that would be good for them, talking as if this is going to be her last year in Indiana. Now, she is a key piece of this Indiana Fever team, and the way she's shooting the ball and the way she's closing games out, it's remarkable. The way she's shooting that 3 ball at a high clip, when the lights come on, she's making big shots, big plays. The other night against Dallas, you saw what she was capable of doing, hitting big shots when Arike Umbawale was just torturing them and keeping Dallas afloat. And Kelsey Mitchell stepped up to the plate, hit big shots again to close that game out. And Christie Sides, today after practice, she said some things that praised her shooting guard in Kelsey Mitchell. So I want you guys to take a listen to what Christie Sides said about Kelsey Mitchell, and then we'll come back and we'll finish the show. And I want you to pay close attention to what she said about Kelsey Mitchell. Take a listen.
We picked up the 17th win, which was excellent, but we're not stopping there, but we're not changing what we've been doing to get us to that point.
You guys could clinch playoffs tonight. Have you thought about what that would mean to you if it happens today?
Yeah, I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm worried about LA.
You guys are in the driver's seat after winning 4 straight for the playoff push. Do you sense any pressure for a young group to actually get that done, to actually clinch it?
I think it's Kelsey Mitchell that always says, we can't get too low, we can't get too high, and her kind of being more vocal right now for us as a leader. She's kind of helping us keep that, not get too high, not get too low, keep just fighting for what we're trying to do next. And LA is what's up next.
You have the unique circumstance with all these days now at home. How do you plan to utilize it, or is it truly just day in and day out?
Yeah.
Back to your routine?
Yeah, but we're 3 games in 5 days, right?
Yep.
So it's every other day. So you really just kind of keep, we're shooting the ball extreme, pretty well, and we just want to make sure that we keep doing that by getting reps, game-like shots and game reps, and just try to keep the momentum that we have going, and just the positive energy that, this team is playing with so much joy. It's just, they're really fun to watch.
Is Katie Lou kind of back to what she can be again in terms of health, illness, all that?
Yeah, we're working her in, and she's kind of letting me know how she feels, and we're going, from where she, she kind of gives me the thumbs up or the thumbs down, and that's how we're playing it.
Melissa's role changes, even sometimes within games. What to you has been important for her to stay consistent, no matter who she's playing with or what she's at?
Melissa? Yeah, I thought she's been excellent for us these last 2 games. She has been she's had runs for us where she's scored, a couple possessions in a row. She is just killing it on the boards. I mean, she can just get any rebound when she gets her body wide, and she's worked on, finding a defender for somebody to box out and just not let anybody have an opportunity. She's coming down with all these boards, but she is ready to do whatever we need her to do as well. And these last 2 games early, she was really good for us.
What was your immediate reaction to the highlight fast break play? Finished in down.
Yeah, that was. I was wanting to see it on SportsCenter. I don't know if it was or it wasn't, but it was maybe one of the best transition offense moments I've ever seen. Kelsey just hit her spot on in full stride behind the bag for her left, with her left hand. That was a great moment.
How have you seen Penny kind of integrate back into the rotation as well?
Yeah, I mean, Timmy's a veteran, and she's been doing what she needed to do to get back and be back with us. And even though she's not been on the court with us, she's been able, she's been still around the team. And now just her speed and her ability to defend is really what we get from her that really helps us out.
From a coach's perspective, what has stood out to you about what Kelsey has done in the last couple of weeks?
It's something like I've never seen before. Her ability to put the ball in the hole right now for us is just incredible. She's playing with so much confidence. She's coming off screens. She's coming off ball screens. She's coming off pin down staggers. She's turning the corner, getting to the rim. She's also spaced out for her man's having to help. And she's just knocking down the shots that we need her to knock down. She's just playing with so much confidence. And I'm hearing her so much more talking to the team. And she was sitting in the coach's chair talking to the players during the game the other night, which is something that is just, that's some really good stuff for us when Kelsey Mitchell was doing that.
Now, you heard what Christie Sides said, man. She gave high praise to Kelsey Mitchell, basically, saying that she's the heart and soul. She's taking over that leadership role. She's the leader of the team. You heard what she said at the end of her soliloquy, saying that she sat in the coach's chair and she was talking to the team. And, she's just letting, people know that she's giving Kelsey Mitchell the praise that a lot of people have not gave Kelsey Mitchell. Early in the season, everybody wanted Kelsey Mitchell traded from the team, said she didn't coexist with Caitlin Clark. But to hear Christie Sides, the head coach of Indiana Fever, give her the praise that she rightfully deserves, is remarkable. And that's kudos to Christie Sides for recognizing that, recognizing who the heart and soul of your team is. A lot of people have went on record to say that Kelsey Mitchell is the best shot maker and the closer of the team, but Caitlin Clark is still the best player. But in that whole segment, Christie Sides said nothing about, Caitlin Clark. She was giving all the praise to Kelsey Mitchell. Like I said, basically, if you really read between the lines, she's saying she's the heart and soul. She's the glue of that team. Caitlin Clark is the engine that makes it rev and makes it go, but Kelsey Mitchell is the heart and soul. And she basically saying that she's taking on that leadership role to be a leader of that team. And that's what you need out of your veterans, man. She's been in the league 7 years, and she's showing veteran leadership. And I think the team is responding to her because they've won the last 7 of 8 games. They 7-1 since the Olympic break. They moved themselves into the number 6 slot in the WNBA playoffs, man. And they're trending forward, man. Everything is trending upward for the Indiana Fever. And like I said, they're going to be a scary team when it comes to the playoffs. I don't think they're going to be a contending team, but they're going to be a tough out. But Christie Sides, man, just let everybody know that, Kelsey Mitchell is the heart and soul of this Indiana Fever team. And, without Kelsey Mitchell, like we stated before, a lot of games I've seen Kelsey Mitchell close out on her own. I've seen about 5 or 6, but people keep arguing with me saying, nah, it's more than that. She didn't close it like 8 to 10 games out, down the stretch. But it is what it is. You heard from Coach Christie Sides. Christie Sides right now has turned the corner and got this Indiana Fever looking like a well-oiled machine. Early buzz in the early season. They wanted Christie Sides fired, saying that she wasn't a coach for Caitlin Clark. But we got to tip our cap to Christie Sides. She blocked out all the negative press, the negative noise. She kept doing what she's doing, and she got this team right where she wants to be. And like I said, she gave the praises to Kelsey Mitchell. But you guys let me know what y'all think about the comments that Christie Sides said about her star shooting guard Kelsey Mitchell. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball Dropping drops another hot banger. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. Catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.